Welcome one and all to the 2009 Week 1 predictions brought to you by PD and P Golden 88 over at YouTube.com. This is brought to you by EA Sports, Coca-Cola, and the 2nd Infantry Division. Now on with the picks. First game, the Super Bowl defending champion Pittsburgh Steelers playing the Tennessee Titans. I've got the Steelers winning this one pretty handily. This game will be shown Thursday, 10 September at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on NBC. Now with the other games. Miami at Atlanta. I've got the Dolphins. Yes, the same Dolphins that last year beat out the Patriots using that Wildcat offense. And 2 years ago went 1-15. Their only win coming against Baltimore of all teams. I've got them winning their first game of the season. Denver and Cincinnati. Chad Ochocinco, just how he's used is going to determine how the Bengals fare against the Broncos. I think he's going to come out with a win. Brett Favre's regular season debut as a Viking comes at Cleveland, 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox on Sunday. The Vikings, I don't know about them. Even though they have Brett Favre, you saw what happened with the Jets last year, 9-7 record, but they failed to make the playoffs. But I think if everything goes well for Minnesota, well, that'll be good for them. Jacksonville and Indianapolis. I got the Colts going on this one, just because they have home field advantage. Yes. Who can forget last year? That's how your Lions fans can. They're playing the Saints this year in the Superdome to begin the season. Yeah. Can you say 18 straight losses? I can. Saints have this one. How about them Cowboys? I don't know about you, but Cowboys, they're looking to become pretty strong title contenders. After all, next year they host the Super Bowl, and they actually want to be the first team to make the playoffs since the Super Bowl started going to other NFL teams. If they can, well, that'll be good. If not, well, then it's the same old trend. But I have Dallas winning this one. All right, moving on over here, we have Carolina playing host to Philadelphia. The Panthers aren't going to be nice hosts. They're going to easily pluck this one away, especially because Michael Vick is suspended to start the season. Remember, he's serving he has at least a half-season suspension unless Commissioner Roger Goodell will overturn it sooner or later. Baltimore and Kansas City, two teams that faltered last year. Well, Baltimore actually came in the wild card last year, and you saw what happened with that. They made it all the way to the AFC Championship game where they were beat by these guys. If you say Pittsburgh Steelers, you win $1 million. I'm just kidding. By the way, Miami hosts the Super Bowl this year. But anyway, I got Baltimore winning their first game this year at home. The Houston Texans. This is one of those trick games. You think the Jets will be good because they have Mark Sanchez, but you saw what Sanchez did week 2 in the preseason against Baltimore. Now remember, I'm making this video in the middle of the preseason, so I don't know what Sanchez is going to be doing yet, but if it's anything that he did against Baltimore, well, then the Texans are definitely going to win. But I don't think so. I think Sanchez will learn from his mistakes, and therefore the Jets have the pick. Redskins and Giants. Giants last year they didn't do that good. 2 years ago, they stopped the New England Patriots from going perfecto. Can I keep up that streak? I think so. Washington's not going to be a good team this year, so hey, why not? G-men. All right. Late afternoon games. These are 4:15 Eastern Time games. Only 2 of them this week, and that's on Fox. Some of you, I think most of you will see the 49ers and the Cardinals, the defending NFC champion Cardinals. It is widely agreed that most of these Cardinals, the only reason why they won last year was because of Seattle's injuries, which we'll be getting to in a second. But you know what? The 49ers, they're making some pretty good picks. Michael Crabtree, as long as they sign him, it will really help out San Francisco's wide receiving core, which really needs some help. I don't think it's going to be good enough, though, but who knows? I've got the 49ers in the upset this week. Seattle and St. Louis, the greatest show on turf has diminished, while the Seahawks, they're going to look to reclaim their glory. I think Seattle's going to pull it out against St. Louis, which leads me to the Sunday night game. Chicago and Green Bay, two bitter rivals. Oh, this is going to be fun. Let's see here. The frozen tundra is really not going to have any effect on it right now. I got the Bears. Why not? Bills with T.O. facing a revamped New England team. This is the early game on the Monday Night Football specials. This is at 7 Eastern, Monday night on ESPN. I've got the Patriots winning this one. That's only because I think T.O. is going to be a big crybaby again. And if I insult you T.O. fans, guess what? Get over it. Because I don't like T.O. I honestly think he's a crybaby, and I speak my mind. So the Patriots have it. The last game on the docket this week is San Diego, who God knows how they did it, but they beat, who they beat? Denver? Yeah, they beat Denver on the last game of the season. By the way, that was the day the Cowboys cheerleaders came to Korea. We were watching that game while being entertained by the cheerleaders. But anyway, San Diego is going to find their magic again. And they're going to beat up Oakland. Game's going to be in the Coliseum, which will give the Raiders a little bit of a home field advantage because they're pretty much used to having play on dirt while the baseball team's still there. So, yep, I got San Diego. So here's a reminder on which games are going on. Thursday, opening night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on NBC. 1 p.m. Sunday on CBS. CBS at 1 p.m. 1 p.m. on Fox. 1 p.m. on CBS. 1 p.m. on Fox. Fox, 1 p.m. Fox, 1 p.m. CBS at 1 p.m. CBS, 1 p.m. Fox, 1 p.m. Late game, 4:15, Fox. Fox at 1 p.m. Sunday Night Football at NBC, 8 p.m. 7 p.m. early game, ESPN doubleheader. That game's going to be shown on ESPN and probably TSN if you're in Canada. And the late game, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Pacific on ESPN. I'm PD, and those are my picks. Here's the board if you need help.